Survivors, today I'm bringing you a Survival of the Fittest update. This is something I've been meaning to do from time to time and I finally got around to doing it. So I'm hoping to do more of these to keep you updated on what's going on with the game mode, as I am playing it myself from time to time just to see what's going on. The Survival of the Fittest got another pretty big balance update in patch 472.13 this week, impacting on some of the more go-to speedy evasive creatures such as the Megaloceros and the Procoptodon, both of which are known for their insane movement around the map, making them a pretty difficult target to hit sometimes. A balance patch which I feel was needed. I'm not sure about you guys if you're using those creatures a lot or if you're finding them a bit of a pain. We're also still asking the question, where is this game for the PlayStation? With complete radio silence from Studio Wildcard on the subject, it's highly expected that this game mode will be pushed back yet again to next week, and I'm expecting there's probably going to be like a sentence or two just explaining that in this Friday's community crunch. I suspect they will just make a very brief mention of it. But I fear this is now going on too long that many will have lost interest entirely, and I'm really hoping that Wildcard get this out to you guys sooner rather than later. A noticeable balance change across the board for all creatures is the health of tier 3, which has been reduced by 25% down to 300%. This one is a pretty big change because it means that any tier 3 creatures that were considered to be pretty weak at tier 3 are now even weaker, whilst those that were considered to be too beefy in health are now a bit more manageable. The Procoptodon, which I found myself a pain to deal with, and I've seen many streamers face these opponents, and it's had a pretty, what I think will be a noticeable stamina nerf. The stamina cost when jumping has now been increased by 200%, which I think will be pretty effective. It's quite a big increase. Prior to this patch, the Procoptodon would regen stamina in the air as it was jumping, similar to how the Quetzal in ARK could regain mid-air. On top of this, the stamina recovery rate has dropped by 50%. This means it now takes 6 seconds to regain its full stamina. How much this will impact the Procoptodon is yet to be seen, as I've not played it yet since this update, but from my experience the constant jumping around will see a noticeable impact. The Megaloceros, a mount that has been used by many since the Survival of the Fittest dropped, has seen a slight change to its stamina as well, with this one now consuming stamina while sprinting, which in all honesty this should have been there from the start. The Yuty has had a recent 360 update, with its drag weight originally being 500 was increased to 550 and now reduced back to 500. The original change was made to increase the amount of dino points you get rewarded for killing the dino and also how much it costs to tame. However, this resulted in two issues, which I believe were overlooked consequences. By increasing the drag weight, which impacts numerous abilities including the amount of dino tokens required, this meant that it caused two pretty big issues. The Yuty was no longer able to be netted by net guns, as the net gun cannot capture anything over 500 drag weight. And because the Yuty's drag weight was increased to a level matching that of the Rex, it meant that the Yuty's fear roar resulted in the Rex becoming scared and running away. Can you imagine seeing that? So the Yuty's drag weight got reduced back down to 500 to allow it to be netted again, and therefore resulting in the Rex issue being resolved. Therefore, after this 360 change, the kill reward and taming costs were directly changed for the Yuty outside of the drag weight mechanic, to match that of a creature that supposedly has a 550 drag weight without impacting on anything else. There were multiple other creature balance changes, all of which can be seen on the screen now, and you can find the link to the full patch notes in the description. The balance changes, particularly in relation to creatures, has seen a lot of change in the recent patches, so players will definitely want to keep an eye on these to see what's going on. As I said, we are still waiting for news on the PlayStation release, along with news on when we might expect to see crossplay introduced to the game. There's a possibility we could see news on their timescales for crossplay in ARK's roadmap coming sometime next month. They did say the roadmap is going to cover all iterations of the ARK franchise, so that should include the Survival of the Fittest. As I said, I'm hoping to do more of these Survival of the Fittest update videos to keep you guys informed of what's going on, what's being changed, etc. So I hope you found this useful. Your support means a lot to me. I honestly can't say that enough. If you want to keep up to date with the latest ARK news, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.